because I'm not like a big social media guy. I don't have like Instagram Reels, from my understanding. That's what it's called. I
don't have it like
I don't
it doesn't
pay attention. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's not real.
Oh, you don't
I don't
go on Instagram.
No.
That's true.
No. But I've developed, or I've found YouTube Shorts, and it's all I want to do. So here's my algorithm. The guy who does the $1 or mystery gift, have you found it? Okay, he's out there in Utah somewhere. Watch reselling on 47th Street in New York. Like there's like a group of Italians or Jews that are buying and selling watches, like flipping. It's fascinating. And then the couple where a wife is married to an Italian guy, and so like she treats him like he's very, very sweet. He's like a puppy dog, and buying and reselling sneakers from the got Cool Kicks, the guy on Melrose. It's just recycled. It's incredible. I love all of them. Do you know what I'm talking about? Any of them? They gotta be out there on Instagram or somewhere. You gotta be dialed in with those people.
You are so old.
What are your?
You're finding all this shit through YouTube Shorts, dog.
Please don't tell me that these have been out for like 5 years. Like I'd be hard. In my head, these happened like last week or 2 weeks ago.
My grandmother, who's dead by the way, watches YouTube Shorts. Like, you got to get with TikTok. I mean, RIP TikTok, it's on its way out, but Instagram Reels, that's where the talent really shines.
So what's the next thing? So you're saying TikTok is out. What are we going to put this platform on?
We're done with using our eyes. We've seen the grid, we've seen Instagram grid, we've seen TikTok videos up to 15 minutes. You know what we're in for now?
Go ahead.
I don't fucking know. Let's get into the show.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Manly Things.
Sort of.
Podcast where we're talking fashion, and today we're talking white tees. My name is Evan Simonich, celebrity menswear stylist. Sally, introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Sally, and I am really interested in building an away suitcase collection. Right now I have the larger carry-on in gray. I got the big week away, the big one. I got that in hot pink.
The big guy.
The big guy.
Okay.
I got a blue backpack. I'm trying to all the colors in the rainbow.
Does not matter to you.
No, I think it's kind of fucking lame. I just someone in my family has Our Place cookware, and I purchased a few for her, and I was like, do you want the same color as your frying pan, or do you want different colors? And she's picked a different color for every holiday that I've had to purchase one. So I'm coming, that's blood. So I'm coming from there, and I don't like to match my cookware sets nor my, what was I
luggage
talking about?
Away.
Luggage.
We'll talk off. I have a plug for you. I'll get you free away stuff. Anyways, today starts the second season. Welcome to season 2.
Yeah. Hey,
welcome to
season two, where we're talking British accents for the entire show.
We're changing up. Yeah,
Yes.
We have a little bit of like a I don't know, different decor from one week to another. This is the dark days of award season's over.
Literally,
now
it's dark in here. You turn all the lights off.
Yeah, finding random stuff to talk about.
I can't even see anything.
It was just
beer.
It was just
brewski.
Be,
I need a pint.
Yeah. It was just going to be us talking. Any specific thing or not?
I want this one.
Sam, do you want a beer at all? Anything? Dealer's choice?
Matt Damon, do you want a beer as well?
Like I said, war season's over with, so now we're going to start helping you guys out a little bit more. I think we have a lot of knowledge when it comes to retail.
Do they even need our help?
No. Well, yeah, I think a lot of guys actually need a lot. Not necessarily our help.
Yeah,
but help.
You guys need our help.
But no, I think we're going to give you some advice. I have a lot of knowledge behind stuff in stores, retail. Sally has a ton of. he just shops a ton, so he's going to tell you what's out there.
I know every store.
Yeah. But today we're going to talk about white tees. And why we're going to start with white tees is because I feel like I get that question more than anything. And it's not like, who have you dressed or what are you putting them in? It's more like, hey, where can I just get like a really good white T-shirt? So we're going to start there.
We've talked about undershirts several times.
Yes,
I'm a huge fan, obviously, of the wife pleaser.
Love
you
that
call it
too.
the partner pleaser. I like it's way more a PC.
It is.
I'm still going to go with wife pleaser, though, because it's my brand. I have to call it a wife pleaser.
True.
But we've always talked about undershirts during award season, and I have never been able to pull off a shirt, a T-shirt, a white T-shirt.
Just a
underneath.
plain white tee.
It makes, believe it or not, this is so weird. It makes me feel insecure because, like, I'm always used to showing my chest, and I actually think my chest is one of my more attractive parts of my body.
Yeah.
So putting on a T-shirt and wearing T-shirts in general really make me feel really insecure. I feel like I'm choking. I feel like there's just too much extra weight on my body, especially if it's going to be an undershirt.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm very interested in this conversation and this lecture from Professor Evan Simonich himself.
Yeah, and I feel you with that because sometimes I feel like back in the day I would wear a white shirt and then I would have to feel like I would wear something over it. But I want to give you some white T-shirts that you can just go out and get and wear them on their own. So whether they be tucked in, French tuck, out in the open, loose. There's a handful of brands that make them a certain way that you can wear them in all certain ways. So
another reason why I'm excited about this is because I really do want to be that white T-shirt, blue jean kind of guy.
Oh, love that.
But my mind is conditioned to think that white makes you look fat, black makes you look skinny. So I can't.
I want to take that away from you. I want to get that out of there.
Great. Please change my religion.
Yeah.
I want to know which shirt I have to buy with my body type, a little muffin top, some curves on the booty.
Yeah.
I want to know what makes me look thin with a white shirt. I know all the bigger guys know what I'm talking about.
I'll give that to you. Yeah. Before we get to that, I walked in and I thought you were ready to go out like on a date. This is the night out outfit for you.
Yeah.
I think you look great. Are those sweatpants?
Yeah, Margiela sweatpants. They
Nice.
are beautiful flare sweatpants from spring, summer 2021. And then on top, I have my favorite brand of all time. I don't think anything will ever top this. It's Glass Cypress. They're a brand based in Austin.
Okay.
They're getting a lot of coverage right now. SZA just wore Glass Cypress and Glass Cypress. And she had it was an Apple jacket. It was like they hand embroider everything. It's limited
amazing.
supply.
It almost looks like Bodhi.
Kind of,
It's
but
great though.
they have their very specific style. Okay, Glass Cypress, please. I have so much of your shit. Just invite me to your store. I'll help you design. I'll come up with new embroideries. We'll work together. It'll be fine.
Good idea.
I'm
By
not
the way,
begging right now, but... And on top, I have my
I love that hat. That's such a
custom
good
hat from Teresa Foglia, who is up in Malibu. And I'm looking on the inside, and it is soaking wet. It's like an Amazon rainforest up here because there's no perforations. Why don't they make perforations in hats? I'm not even going to put this
Wait,
shit
is that the one that that's not the custom one? You have two similar hats.
You want to feel how hot it is inside?
I mean, it is like, damn, my fingers are moving already. No, but so this isn't. I thought this was the Nick Fouquet hat. You have.
No, the Nick Fouquet is a cowboy.
I almost like that better.
Oh.
That's a cool one.
Tabby Cabbies.
Tabby Cathy's.
What are you wearing? I asked before we started the show, fun fact, when we sit down and get like, what is it called? Framed up.
Ready for the show.
When we get framed up, Evan and I are like, hey man, how was your week? And then I'm like, shut up. Don't talk. We have to save it for the show. So I said, Evan, I'm talking so much. I feel it. Oh, I had a coffee at 5:30. I'm
hot or cold ice.
dumb. It was a La Colombe canned cold brew. La Colombe.
Great.
If
Those
you
are
want
so
me to
good.
design some embroidered shirt, no. I asked where your jeans were from, and I told you to shut up. But now you're allowed to tell me where are your jeans from.
Wrangler, obviously.
Okay.
But we talked about this back when we had Simone Grooming on. I undid the hem on the jean on this one, and I love these jeans. I did have them tailored and tapered, but I did undid the hem and love these ones. But yeah, Takova's one of my Wrangler. Actually, this is fairly new. It has like a bunch of paint on it, but yeah, I love this one. Go ahead.
Can I want to? Can you put your boot up again? So it looks like. Can you pull your jeans up?
Huh?
We got a new wide, guys, so we're taking advantage of it. My boots are designed like spring loaded.
Oh yeah, they are.
With this crumple. Are yours natural?
No, so I do I get a strap, but I've infiltrated country music with this. Now a lot of people do this now. So it's just a hose. It's like a Velcro hose strap that you are used like so. When you get cowboy boots, they're pretty like. Are you comfortable? I'm comfortable like this. They're pretty structured in. If you look around, they're structured in like the shaft of the boot. I don't know, for lack of a better term. I'm sorry, but when you Velcro them down, you can kind of put a fold into them, and so when you get a tapered pant, you don't notice it that they're cowboy boots.
Amazing. I probably shouldn't do that with these.
Amazon.
Oh.
Wait, the fact that they're spring, no, you can't do them with that. But that also forces you to only wear wide leg pants.
Yep.
All right, guys. Jeez.
Sorry for coffee talk, baby.
Before we get to the white tees, I did want to bring up, I'm subscribed to GQ.com, like their daily newsletter that comes out every day at like 2 o'clock Pacific time. And I'll scroll through and see what new stuff is out there, what kind of articles are out there. And there was one that came across this week or even last week that I did want to bring up. And we'll put the link in Instagram, TikTok, wherever Sally's going to do it.
I put my hat back on because I'm feeling insecure about my haircut.
No, that's good. And this was about suiting. So rather than going and getting a new suit, so a wedding, job interview, things like that, where you're going to drop, between $1,000, $2,000, whatever you're going for, $5,000 on a suit, to do it secondhand. Go try and find a vintage place. Try and find you can Google or map out a place that just type in vintage shops near me, and you'll be able to find something. You might have to dig a little bit to get a suit that actually fits you, but it's going to be a fraction of the cost.
My question is, how do I find a perfect fitting suit when it's not mine in the first place? Do I shop for a larger one and get it tailored? Do I shop for a smaller one and get room put into it?
It's going to be the same exact experience of you going to the actual store and trying on a jacket, because you're going to start with the jacket first and foremost, because if it fits you, great. Then you'll try the pants and then go from there. But yeah, it's going to be the same experience. Like you're going to go through. They're going to have a rack or a circular rack of suits, and you're just going to fish through whichever pattern or color you like, and then pick it out. If it's your size, great. Or, they might have a rack of your size stuff. So I highly suggest going in and even to like a, Men's Warehouse or something, and knowing what size jacket you are, whether it be 42, 50, all like the different European, US type sizing. And we'll get into that. We'll have a suiting episode. But again, this GQ article, it's about a place in Brooklyn in Dumbo.
One of my favorite places. Shout out Ignazio's, one of my favorite Italian restaurants in Dumbo. Also, shout out that Shake Shack in Dumbo is
really
crazy,
the Soho House
dude.
In Dumbo's nuts.
Never been.
Yeah,
oh my god. Okay.
Next new spot. Go at Sunset. Okay. Sean Crowley has a shop I want to say it's Crowley Vintage in Dumbo. But based off of the pictures that GQ shows here, he's got a ton of stuff. So again, we'll put the reference out there for the article.
The link will be in the description.
Yeah.
I'll also post a little bit about it on the Instagram.
But again, a small little tidbit, small little like news, fashion news. We'll have like imaging, sounds. We'll figure all that stuff out later.
I like GQ.
Season 3, we'll do a whole thing.
I like GQ a lot because I feel like in the past it was difficult to get a man's perspective on like beauty, fashion, pop culture. And the writers at GQ are so good at writing in the male perspective or writing in the perspective where they want a male to learn something. So I haven't read the article, but I'm excited to.
You're right, though. There's so much more informative now. They were very campy and very editorial way back in the day. And actually, the British version was what the American version is now. So they've almost switched spots. And I feel like the American version is so informative. And I feel like I'm learning stuff on a daily basis based off of what they're putting out.
Nice.
So, yeah, subscribe to GQ stuff. This is a shameless plug for GQ. I think this is going to happen a lot.
They made you. Wasn't that one of your first jobs?
Yeah,
they fucking made you, dude. So you
GQ,
owe it
man.
to them. GQ, we love you.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, thank you for your service, GQ. Okay, as you can see back here, we have 8 white T-shirts. I would say maybe the little eggshelly because I've worn them so much in the past. They are all my T-shirts, but so it almost gives me more recognition to talk about these shirts. And some are affordable, some are more expensive, but I say we go one by one, and you can kind of chime in on, stores that you might have been to that are on here, and I don't know, you might even have some of these white T-shirts. But we're gonna start with my favorite shirt. We're gonna start from number 1 and go all the way down. Rag and Bone.
Stop.
Oh,
I have to stop you right there because we're about to get into a very, very, very serious topic, and you're just like glazing right by what a white T-shirt is and what it's used for and what its purpose is. Because like I said, I'm afraid of them.
right.
And I've always wanted to be that white T-shirt, blue jean guy, but I've never come across the perfect white T-shirt. Tell me a little bit more about how you perceive a white T-shirt as a stylist.
I perceive a white T-shirt as like the piece that you're gonna wear that day. But that's also like depending on the actual white T-shirt. So like through these 8, I'm going to tell you this should stand alone. And on some of them, this is meant to be worn underneath a jacket, underneath a shirt, and like an overshirt kind of thing. So I'm going to give you all that advice.
It sounds very versatile.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, the
I'm very
white T-shirt.
versatile.
The white T-shirt you can wear with anything, and suits, jackets. Like we're going to go through all that stuff.
Okay, I like that you're leaving it open-ended. Let's get into it. Rag and Bone.
Rag and Bone, mate. Yeah, cut me off. This is one of the more expensive shirts. So I'm going to start right there. Okay, Rag and Bone is on the higher end of some of the brands we're going to be talking about. Not Rodeo, but Melrose. Okay, and shirt's $90, but it has like a good distress. This is meant to be worn by itself. Okay.
Is it the first one?
Yeah, first one. Has a pretty thick material to it. Not all that sheer, which is a good thing, which is why I'm telling you that it should be worn by itself. So if you were on the bigger side, this is going to fit you pretty well. It has a little bit of distressing on the neck. The band on the neck has a little bit of distressing, which I like. It gives it a little bit more character. And it's not like a white. There's a little bit of like, I don't know what, like the fabric, I feel like it's distressed a little bit all the way around. So yeah, what are your thoughts on
I really like it.
Yeah.
I actually tried this on. I told you in like episode 1 that I went to Rag and Bone and tried this on, and I really liked it. The fabric is really beautiful. The one thing that throws me off is the seam down the center of the back, down the spine.
It's a little funky, yeah.
I wish that it would be the perfect white T-shirt if it didn't have that spine. However, it almost is that perfect white T-shirt.
What's odd about it is that it still has the seams on the side like a normal T-shirt, but I think just for detailing purposes, I think it just has like a seam down the back. Personally, it doesn't bother me, but it obviously bothers Sally. But
they're trying to be edgy, I guess.
That's fine. But with this one, I wear with like on its own. Like I tuck it in, I leave it out.
I know. I've always complimented you.
Lot. Yeah.
I love this.
That's
shirt.
my favorite. And again, I've washed it, dried it. I want to say like hundreds of times, and it's kept its shape. It hasn't shrunk. And shout out Rag and Bone. But that's also why you're paying $90 for it. I probably had it for like 4 or 5 years, and it's been like that. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what the fabric is?
Nope. But again, so we'll put all the we'll give you links.
Pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, But we'll give you links and everything to all these pieces, and you can go out and shop it up. So up next,
we have to get a better fucking system.
No, it's great. No, this is so good. So this is the Carhartt one. I've been a Carhartt advocate since day one. There's a reason why it's meant for your everyday American construction worker, blue collar worker, is because it's affordable. And honestly, quality wise, I'm all for it. I've had this white one, and it's got a little like pocket, right? Yeah, it's got a pocket logo on it, so it's a little bit. It's not just a simple white tee. It's got a pocket. It's got the logo on it. But this one fits great, especially like even for bigger guys. I feel like it's got a little boxier feel. I don't tuck this one in. I leave it out, and it's kind of meant to be worn out. Because of the pocket, I don't wear and I usually don't wear like a jacket or an overshirt for it. It's a standalone piece, but not a tuck in.
I like the fabric.
Yeah.
It's light, however, it does feel like it's a little bit polyester, which would scare me a little bit.
So that being said, Carhartt offers like a normal cotton shirt that I don't like. The fabric is not good. So the reason why the polyester one is way better because it's lasted a long time.
Okay,
I will say that. It's called like a force flex or force something on the
force. Yeah, it's right on the sleeve. I also just learned something. Don't wear something over a t-shirt that has a pocket into it in it. I do that all the fucking time, and I feel stupid when I do it.
Don't feel stupid if it's all you got. It's all you got. But I think it's just an added something whenever you're wearing it. Like it's just like something that's on your shirt. Like you might as well spill some mustard on it, and it's the same thing as having in the pocket.
My next question about that shirt is, tell me about the stitching on the shoulders.
It's the flex thing. So it's like that design. It's meant to be worn like when you're out. It's 500 degrees out and you're building a house or building a building.
The
like
stitching.
These guys are meant to be like it's like an active. It's almost like Nike Dry Fit. That's exactly what this kind of shirt is.
The stitching is interesting. We're all used to having one shoulder seam, a circle around the armpit, and then another seam doing the cuff.
It's sporty.
This has it looks like a football jersey kind of, where it has one seam here, one seam down the back. I've always wondered why they do that, and now it makes perfect sense. It's because you got to be like
you're active.
Mobility.
And I will say I've been complimented like all my shoulders. It's almost like it gives you a little bit of definition. I feel like
true.
So I'm trying to flex on some days. And do you want to guess how much the shirt is? Oh, this would be a good game for you. Like we'll guess the shirts.
$29.
$15.
God damn.
$15, Carhartt. Go get all your stuff at Carhartt. Okay. Okay, we're on to the next one. Okay. So this is one of my favorite shirts as well. I've had a grip of these from Levi's. It's like Levi's Strauss, like vintage type shirt. I'm honestly just gonna categorize it as a vintage shirt because it fits very vintagey. The sleeves are pretty high on it. It kind of cuts at the shoulder, so it kind of shows out the bicep a little bit more. I do tuck this one in some more because there's no logo on it, and it's got a good length to it. But I think this more so goes to vintage T-shirts. You can never go wrong with like a white vintage shirt, especially if you get one that fits you really well because it's been worn, it's been beat up, it's gone through the gauntlet of everything. So vintage white T-shirts.
You can buy this?
No, you can't. So
that's the fucking thing, dude.
So the funny thing is, I honestly I Googled it so much. I spent so much time today trying to find this white T-shirt. You can't. So luckily, I have a plug with Levi's. I get a lot for my country guys. I get a lot of Levi's stuff. Shout out all the people at Levi's. And whenever I get one of these shirts, I don't give it back because I know I'm going to use it on someone, and I think they appreciate it. But they know, and it comes in like a handful of colors. But I love it. It has again, it's like a '50s vibe to it.
It is the perfect white T-shirt. Yeah. I know that we're not even halfway through, but just picking that up, touching it, feeling it, looking at it, it's everything that I want in a T-shirt. I love that little cap sleeve.
Yeah.
I worry about my armpit sweat with that like short amount of fabric because it ends up bunching up and collecting the sweat. And my next question for you is, how do I get rid of the yellow stains in my white T-shirt?
See, that's a good question.
That's because I would destroy this shirt with my sweat.
The only advice as a stylist who is so used to wearing it that one time, whether it be in front of the camera, on the red carpet, or like whatever, or performance, whatever, just buy a lot of them. Mainly because, like, you know, if you ruin that one that you love, you like. I feel like men are creatures of habit, and they'll just go out and, like, if they have that one piece that they like, they'll get more and more of them. If you find that one piece, just get like buy them out.
Shit, I gotta go to the
but
Levi's
also, you
warehouse
you won't have
shit.
a lot of like the yellow, because if you wear the white shirt a lot, then you know you're going through your closet.
You're a genius. That's why I'm your co-host.
Yeah, there we go. So price point wise, I don't really have a price point. Vintage T-shirts. So we're gonna give you a link to this MADEWORN brand that I actually kind of like a lot, and their shirts are like $80, I want to say. So yeah, that's usually what a white vintage T-shirt goes for. Up next, I think we have my favorite shirt on the mix. Obviously, Rag'n'Bone was up there, but this Billy Reid T-shirt. Billy Reid, based out of Alabama. They just opened a store here in Venice, in LA. Have a store in Nashville. Have a store in New York. It's like their classic. It's called their wash tee, and it has a pocket. There's some stitching, detailing to it. I beaten this shirt up. This is a tuck-in shirt. It's an out shirt. This I highly recommend it. And Billy Reid, for bigger guys, their stuff I think is meant to be worn by like guys in the South. Blazers, jackets. They all are very form-fitting and kind of complement the male figure, I feel like.
You just contradicted yourself.
I did?
Yeah, you said Billy Reid for bigger guys.
Yeah.
I know that they make clothes for farmer guys, and they're very form-fitting.
Yeah, but like...
That's not what I want as a bigger guy. So what do you mean by that?
But what I mean is like, even if a bigger guy's going to wear it, it's not going to be like... Form-fitting is like... When you think I say form-fitting, you think I'm saying like tight.
Yeah, skin tight.
Yeah, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying like the guys kind of wear their clothing very well. Like, you just look sharp in Billy Reid clothing.
Okay, that does make more sense than
I mean, I'm not
tight.
explaining it all that well, but I just think that like bigger guys wear Billy Reid better.
Good to know. I'm going to the shop on Abbott Kinney, and I'm going to try on a bunch of clothes.
Yeah. I don't want to say that like they're Western. I think it's more Southern than Western. Highly recommend this T-shirt. It hits the biceps really good. I think it's like a normal like length on them. But yeah, I love this shirt.
It is reminiscent of a Southern man, because I'm thinking about a bunch of old movies where the main character is just wearing like a white T-shirt that's rolled up. It has the pocket, it has the stitching detail, and also when I picked it up, it's that kind of fabric that drapes, but it also has a little weight. It's Pima cotton, which
that's a good one.
love.
I
love Pima cotton.
Speaking of, and we'll shout them out too, and we'll kind of get their link out. Buck Mason does a really good Pima cotton shirt, and I didn't have any Buck Mason T-shirts. Their shirts,
another shop on Abbott Kinney.
Yeah, and Larchmont, they've blown up almost like I think too much. I'll be honest with you. A little worried for Buck Mason.
Yeah, they're in the mall too.
I know, they're everywhere.
Buck Mason.
Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
You're doing that thing that Lululemon did. They opened like 400 domestic stores, and then they went bankrupt.
I know. Either way, their shirts are really good. They have like a curve to them, which I'm not a big fan of, but they also offer like a straight across shirt on the bottom. You know what I'm saying, with the curve? Like,
yes.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of
like
funky.
That.
Yeah. But again, Pima cotton shirts, Buck Mason, really good. Really good, just like standard menswear, normal, clean stuff.
I can't wait to try Billy Reid.
Yeah, go get Billy Reid. Up next,
this is your
this
brand.
Is my favorite brand.
I love this.
I do. The reason why I love this brand is it's called OUTERKNOWN. I grew up in LA. I love like the surf culture. I grew up kind of skateboarding, biking, going to the beach, all that stuff.
This is nice. This is a nice one.
Yeah. It's also Kelly Slater is the one who created the brand. He's the face of the brand, and it's all from recycled fabrics. You knew that, right? Yes. They did a good job with like surfwear, beachwear, overshirts, jackets, trunks. They started out with trunks, and then they kind of grown into all sorts of ready-to-wear pieces. But to me, the Groovy Tee is one of the best ones. I wish they offered one without the pocket. The one they do offer is not that great, but this one, the weight of it's really nice. The coloring is really good. They don't have like a clean white. It's more of like almost like a cream eggshelly, like it's been worn a bunch. So I highly recommend this shirt as well. OUTERKNOWN.
I love this one because of our prior conversations just now. the stitching for my personal preference is perfect. It has the 2 shoulder stitches, it has the armpit, and it has the sleeve cuff, the hem.
Yeah.
That's an amazing shirt. I didn't look at the fabric. I'm sure it's just like cotton or something. But that shirt is that is a fucking fantastic shirt.
It's worn really well too. There's some holes in the shoulder and like in the neck area because I've had it for a couple of years and I've washed it a bunch. But highly recommend this shirt. And again, another one that like this one sits really good at the biceps, a little higher up.
That's another thing. It has that like slight cap sleeve, which
up.
I really like too. That's a
like
great
that.
shirt. I'm gonna get. Do they come in double XL?
All these shirts come in double XL.
Come on,
go
now.
get them. Yeah. So OUTERKNOWN again. When you're buying stuff, this one we haven't been saying price points. That's on me.
Oh no, it was on me. I was supposed to guess them. Okay, wait. Let me go down the line. So Rag and Bone, $90.
You said that, yeah.
Carhartt, $15. The
Levi's
Levi's,
priceless. Just go get vintage,
Actually,
like $80,
what you have to do is
$90.
you have to rob a bank. You have to get $1 million. Get that $1 million. Don't put it in the bank. You have to keep it dry. You go to the Levi's store. Hold them at gunpoint. Not a real gun, a water gun. You tell them, I need all of your Levi Strauss vintage white t-shirts. I know you have all different colors, but I need those white ones with the cap sleeve, and it's made of like that really nice cotton, and it has that really cool tag. Give me all you got. And then what they do is they call the police, and you go to jail for the rest of your life. Don't fucking do that, folks. Stay away from drugs. The Levi's is priceless. The next one, Billy Reed. I want to say that is $60.
Spot on. So that and this OUTERKNOWN one, I think OUTERKNOWN's like 58. This one, the Billy Reed's one's $60. So you're spot on with that one. So nicely done.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Hold
on. Okay, this next one, I love it more for job purposes. I think it's good for like a one-off. The All Saints Figure Crew. This one is like sheer. What I like about it is the neck. The neck is a little wider, and there's really no band to it. It looks distressed. The stitching on the sleeve has some stretch. This one's cuts really nice at the bicep. But I personally, if you have like a hairy chest, like both Sally and I do, I have to wear a tank top underneath it. It doesn't look good especially on me. I will get into my self-conscious chest later on. But I definitely have to wear a tank top with this. I usually wear, this is the type of shirt I wear something over it. This is like, in terms of the lineup that we've gone through so far, this is the only shirt that if I'm wearing it, I'm going to wear a jacket over it or an overshirt over it.
Yes, I agree. This is actually the white t-shirt of my nightmares. I hate the fabric. I hate the shape. It's
so sheer, dude.
It has that Buck Mason, like that round shape, which I guess is like people think it's slimming. It's
not slimming, yeah.
And as you just said, it's sheer. I fucking hate it. However, I would wear it underneath something.
And price point wise, what do you think it retails at? ALLSAINTS.
ALLSAINTS. By the way, they closed their shop on Beverly Boulevard, and it was like...
No, they moved it up.
Okay, so they closed their shop, and on the old shop it said, "Get ready, guys. There's going to be a new concept of ALLSAINTS. It's gonna be so it opened, and it's just a new storefront. Nothing else has changed.
There's nothing new. It's just not as dark. There's no wood. Yeah.
The price of it, I loved how they had the sewing machines.
I know. It was a beautiful shop.
The price of it is, I don't know, probably $39.
No, $80.
Ew.
I know. Don't go get it.
Don't pay for that.
Yeah,
Ew.
don't go get it.
If you get it for free, great.
Yeah.
Don't pay for it.
This brand, another one similar to OUTERKNOWN. This one's based here in Los Angeles. Brand called ROWAN. Another really good one for men. I feel like the bigger guys look good in their stuff. I feel like it's made for bigger guys. And this one, this isn't their white one. It's like their heathered white shirt. No pocket. That's what I love about this. This is the groovy tee without the pocket. Very similar. Sleeves are a little longer than the groovy tee, which is okay. But I wear this tucked. I wear it open. This is a standalone shirt. I don't wear anything over it. But yeah, please go check out ROWAN. We'll put the link out there. They have really good. This is more like, again, like worn in type stuff. You're not gonna find like new pieces on here, or new looking pieces. But this again meant to be like worn in stuff.
Number 1, the
Rag and Bone.
Rag and Bone. Number that one.
Are you ranking
the
them already?
All Saints. No.
Oh.
The All Saints and the Rowan. My pet peeve is when you get a white shirt and there's heathering to it. Do you know what heathering is?
Yeah.
Can you explain it?
Good. Heathering is like it's like a detail in the cotton, but it's not like a clean white. There's like it's almost like a wash, not a wash to it, but like it's almost meant to look like it was worn in, right?
Okay, my guess is some girl named Heather comes in and she takes a razor blade and she just like gently
it's
sort of
almost
scuffs
like
it
it's
up.
like cutting away at like the whiteness of the shirt or like the material of the shirt.
The real definition, which I hate, is in clothing. Heather refers to a color affected created
Reading with Sally.
In clothing, Heather refers to a color effect created by mixing 2 or more different colors, fiber, or yarns.
Yeah. So we got it.
So dumb.
We got it.
So
It's a detail, obviously, detail to the shirt, but
you keep saying for the bigger guys, I'm very excited to try all of these t-shirts.
Rowan, dude, I'm telling you, I like, yeah, it's like almost like a family run company. Everyone's really cool there. They've been very, very supportive of your boy here. So, yeah, shout out Rowan. How much do you think this shirt is?
This has to be 30.
No, 60.
God,
it's worth it though.
Damn,
it's worth it. Though.
Okay.
Okay, so this one, all-time fame. I don't know, all-time fame. It's not a real thing, but James Pearse.
Can I tell you a story about James Pearse?
Talk to me about James Pearse.
I have a boss, believe it or not. My boss in my real life job is friends with someone who is higher up in James Pearse. What's Versace? Donatella Versace.
Yeah.
Last year went to the Robertson location and bought out the entire women's section in her size.
Are you kidding?
She spent like
That's awesome.
I think they said it was like $38,000 on just basics.
It's impressive.
This has to be good.
That's impressive. Yeah. I think the quality of this t-shirt is really good. I've had this one for, I want to say probably 4 or 5 years. There's a little bit of holes to it in the shoulder and everything like that. The band on this is really good, pretty structured. This one sits really well. I tuck this one in, I leave it out. This one is not, I would say James Pearse is not really all that great for bigger guys. It's definitely like for the skinnier fit. I do love this shirt. I've had it in size 2, size 3, size 4. Yeah, I recommend it, but it is on the pricier side. This is more of like the designer type white t-shirt. Holds its color really well, washes really well. Price point wise, you're going to be spending a good amount of money for it.
Yeah, it's $120. It has to be.
No, this is actually 80.
Okay.
Yeah, it used to be 60. There was a point in time where they marked it up. They do have a lot of they have like Japanese cotton one. This is the more standard one. The Japanese cotton one is more expensive, but yeah, I highly recommend the James Pearse shirts.
It's really beautiful. And with that being said, we covered quite a few white t-shirts. Can I tell you some of my thoughts and feelings?
Please.
I, after this episode, feel quite confident in going out and getting a white t-shirt. However, I know that I have to do a lot of research and development beforehand. This is already like the research part. I kind of know where I'm going to go. Development, I got to go try that shit on. Here's what I don't like about white t-shirts.
Go ahead.
I don't like that football athletic stitching down the shoulders, front and back. Don't like it. I think it makes me look like fat in the upper chest area. It doesn't slim me there. I don't like any type of branding on a white t-shirt.
I know.
A few of these have branding either on the sleeve or my all-time least favorite, the seam tag.
Oh, I don't like that.
I hate the seam tag that
Billy Reid has that one.
And so does James Pearse.
James Pearse has that, yeah. You can just cut them off. You can easily cut that off.
Oh, I never thought of that.
or go get seam rippers and just open the seam.
Okay. And then the third thing is, I think when I'm going to look for a white T-shirt, I'm gonna be very particular on the neckline, because I'm seeing that all of these have very different necklines.
Yeah, they do.
And I know that I like a scoop neck where I can see a little bit of my collarbone.
Yeah. All Saints,
Levi's,
Billy
which I
Reed.
can't fucking get. All Saints, Billy Reed, and kind of Rag and Bone.
The OUTERKNOWN one's gonna be good for you too. The OUTERKNOWN one, the
That-
wear on that one's really good.
I think that's my number one.
I think so. You got to go for that one.
What do we got on the screen? This is interesting.
So, before we get to like our looks of the week, celebrity looks of the week, again, this is more of a guideline. I'm not telling you to go out and get these shirts. Shopping is not fun in itself. That's why people just resort to Amazon. I think if you're listening to this podcast, we're trying to tell you, don't do Amazon. I just think it's such a cop out.
It's worth it. Like we're introducing the fun of shopping, the fun of exploring style, and it's totally worth those 2 hours of your day to just hit 2 or 3 stores and try some things on, because like you said, Amazon, Temu, Fashion Nova, come on. I mean, the age of fast fashion is over.
It is. And go into these places with a budget, know what you're looking for, and be smart about it. Salespeople are going to try and sell you on stuff. You guys are like outsmart the sales associates on that kind of stuff, and stick with what you want.
And if you have any questions, hit us up on Instagram, or we have an email in the bio. Ask us how much you think you should be spending on outfits and articles of clothing, because we're more than happy to help you out.
Yes, absolutely. So that was our white tea segment. I thought it was pretty good for our first informative episode. But I was super proud of some work I did this week, and we're in the middle of a press tour for one of my guys. Actually, I'm in the middle of another one. Josh Lucas in Palm Royale. Go see it. He's really good in that show on Apple with Kristen
seen the
Wiig.
billboards.
Yeah, it's all over the place. But Justin Min. So Justin H. Min is in a movie called Greatest Hits. He's a co-star.
Wait a minute.
Of Lucy Boynton. Very good actress.
She's great.
She
was great. There was a show called The Politician.
Okay.
Her, Ben Platt, and some ugly fucker had a threesome. It was hot. It was
season
hot.
1?
Oh, I can't remember.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
I think I just exposed
Wait,
something.
why exposed? Because I didn't see season 2. That's on me. That's a bad friend. But the trailer's out right now. It looks really good. Our boy David's in it a lot. So I was like, yo, this looks really good. And, he might be in it. I don't know. Either way.
Both of those boys are your clients.
Yeah.
That's what's really fucking impressive.
What's annoying is that they shot this a couple of years ago, and we were all pumped about doing the press tour together. They're in London right now. I could have had 2 guys in London. They're going to come back to LA. They're going to hit a couple spots in the States, and
they both said,
I know.
"Fuck you, we're busy."
No, unfortunately, obviously David's busy, but luckily I got Justin out of this, and Justin went to South by Southwest.
Whoa!
Yeah, and promoted the movie. And here's his look right here. I was really proud of it. Rag and Bone, jacket, shirt, and pants, and then Thursday boot coat, boots. A white
Thursday boot coat.
Yeah, I love Thursday boot coat. White, it's like a white jacket, white pant, navy pinstripe, and then I kind of juxtaposed it with a navy shirt with a white pinstripe underneath it. So yeah, I thought it was kind of sick.
It's amazing because it looks like a tie that's undone.
Oh yeah,
this is fantastic. I'm really impressed with the art of illusion that you implemented in the fit. Again, like I said,
I like that. Yeah,
all I see is a guy in a white suit with a black tie or a navy blue tie. I think you did this very, very well. What color are his shoes?
Brown. So we had a hard time.
Interesting.
But so it's not like a suit, but it's like a jacket, but it's got like a zipper detail.
A shacket, sorry.
But it's very it's kind of a little bit Western. So that's why I feel like he was going to Austin, going to South by Southwest. I thought this was kind of very on point for the
fantastic.
For
Good job.
The thing. And then they were just in London for the premiere out there, and I love this officine look. I've talked so much about like the trench coat with the suit, and so this was one of those matching points where instead of the suit jacket, I ditched the suit jacket and told him to wear the trench coat, white button-up shirt, and then like a pleated charcoal trouser and black lace. I was going for like a Peaky Blinders vibe since he was going to be in London.
I was going to say it's like
Blinders,
Downton Abbey.
Yeah,
it's cool. It also reminds me of if Spamalot, Monty Python's Spamalot, if it was done in like a more gothic Victorian era, I feel like the guys would be wearing something like this. This is cool. Not my favorite of your styles. However, I think what it is really are the garments. I don't think I like Officine Generale
really
very much.
Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful, but I don't like it.
Okay. Well, it's one of my favorite brands.
But it's great. He looks great.
I recommend them because their pants have belts already on the look.
Shit.
Already has a belt with them.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, that's episode 1 for season 2.
Wow.
What are your thoughts? What do you got to promote, man? I promoted myself. I got a lot of stuff country music wise coming up. Press tours, all that shit. We'll get to that. But what do you want to promote? Talk about yourself for a second.
Just put out some music. I put out 3 covers. One being Haunt You by Social House. They produced all of Thank You Next by Ariana Grande, and I covered one of their songs. It sounds good. Then I did a remix of my friend Maud's song called Feel Better Soon. It's a fucking rocker. 3, I did Earthquake by The Used. We love The Used. We love.
Because you put out that song, I went back and listened to one of their, like the first album, the self-titled album, one of my all-time favorite. And it took
Burt
me back.
McCracken, you're my hero.
Took me back to like, took me back to like 7th grade, man. It was so good. So good.
Any more announcements? No.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening. Baseball season. I wore this hat on purpose. I wanted to talk about the beginning. We forgot about it. Dodgers, baby. Come on. This has got to be the year. I think they might go. Well, they already lost one, so they would be 161-1. But we're gonna. Come on. Let's go, Dodgers. Come on.